You shook Scott Schweitzer's hand tonight. Any comment on that? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it was good to see him, actually. It was good to see those guys, Tanner and Schweitzer.
We talked about how this team plays a little bit to the level of its competition. Was that the case tonight, or was it, you know?
I mean, I'm going to guess that for some of the guys that have played a lot of minutes, it was fatigue. It's just been a lot of travel, and you know, we had mostly fresh guys. Well, I shouldn't say mostly. I mean, Walls, Hoffer, Diallo. You know, we struggled in the back tonight, even though they didn't create anything in the first half. We never looked settled in the back. And I mean, for me, our front six, there wasn't enough energy to win the ball back in high positions. We're tired, but Charlotte played last night and they had a number of lineup changes, so we needed to push the action, and we really didn't. I mean, we were a little bit better than them in the first half, but we never really tested their goalie. You know, we didn't do enough offensively.
And you did so much on Wednesday.
With our movement, it wasn't good, and that's the entire team. I think our speed of play on the ball was too slow. Too many guys taking extra touches. Backs weren't playing quickly enough. Midfielders weren't combining and moving off the ball, and there was very little movement up top. I mean, if you don't have that, it's easy to defend. And I mean, that's it in a nutshell. I mean, we were poor in all phases offensively in the first half, so we let them get into the game. And you know, I told them at halftime, you got your work cut out for you now, because it's cooled off and they're where they want to be. They're in it, and they're going to bring in some experienced guys that the game can change. And you know, at least we brought effort at the beginning of the second half, and you know, looked like we were going to really put them under the gun, and they get the goal. You know, again, mistake. I mean, you know, the players getting in at the backside, Hoffer and Walls, who played exceptionally well, didn't organize on that play. You know, we're losing track of men on the backside. It happened in New England the other night. So we'll have to go back and clean up some of those things. I think some of it was fatigue. Some of it was us being maybe a little bit naive. I told them Charlotte can play. Teams in this league are used to playing back-to-back. They'll find a way to get in the game. They're going to be hugely disappointed. They were beating Harrisburg till the 90th minute last night. I mean, they outplayed them, and they deserved to win in Harrisburg. And you know, based on how they played, I think they deserved to win tonight. You know, I don't think we did enough even to deserve the draw. You know, and I know the shots were 8-6 or whatever, but for me, I mean, offensively we have to play with more urgency. And the last thing I want to say is, there has to be, you just can't bring energy defensively. We don't have any MLS teams left on our schedule. So we have to bring energy defensively higher up the pitch. And I think, you know, it's an area we have to improve. Our front six is not forcing enough turnovers. We're jogging to the ball. We're not squeezing collectively. And to me, you can't just rely on your back four winning the ball and going 80 yards. We have to win the ball higher up the pitch. And frankly, we just didn't do it tonight. I mean, we didn't put them under the gun. We didn't pick up second balls. When we were in tackles, we got pushed around. Not a good performance. So therefore, you know, I told the guys, look, we're taking 2 days off, and they need to clear their minds from this game, but do some soul searching in terms of what they want in the future. I mean, they definitely have to look at this game, and we got to be able to let it go, but we got to have a plan when we come back on Tuesday, because you know, for me, this was probably, in my opinion, our worst result of the year, and that's not taking anything away from Charlotte, because I thought they played really well, and Mark had them, the coach had them prepared, and they did what they had to, you know, in a tough back-to-back situation.
Who picks the penalty kicker there?
Me. Always me.
Okay. He said he hit it where he wanted to hit it.
Yeah, I don't have that. Listen, in some ways, you know, I don't think we deserve to draw tonight. I still would like to convert that and see what happens, but the reality is he hit it low to the corner and he hit it sharp. The keeper guessed right. Did he leave early? Maybe, but I thought it was a good save. He hit the target. Almost 3 out of every 10 get saves. We're 2 for 3, so we're slightly under average. If we make our next one, we'll be slightly over.
Okay.
It's just the, you know, if it's not on frame, and, you know, we talk about hitting it low, sharp and low. A lot of times they'll get under the keeper. If it's waist high, it's an easier save. I mean, I think maybe he could hit it with a little more pace, but my first reaction is that's a big keeper, and he got a good push off, and he guessed right.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
yeah, I'll say things went right for him.
You know, I don't think it was a poorly taken. I just think the keeper made a good play on that.
We were talking the other night about men.